Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
Go.
Look, pop quiz time.
Okay.
You met a lot of people yesterday.
Uh-huh.
We're going to start with an easy one.
Okay. Adrian?
Alicia!
I swear to God. Think she'll notice?
I think she might.
Actually a pretty good laminate.
That's a very good laminate.
Hey everybody, my name is Old School Nerd. And
what up?
I didn't say you could talk yet. This is Brock.
Hey guys.
Those who don't know, this is Brock, aka Magnet Hero.
Yep.
Milwaukee Magnet Hero.
Yep.
You should change your branding. Anyway, he's been in my community since pretty much day one. He's one of our regulars on Thursday nights for D&D, and he came all the way down here to Louisiana just to see if I was real. Come to find out, I was. And we also went to see DragonForce last night. And yeah, we didn't even color test that shirt to see if it's going to work on a green screen. So the green screen actually, my green screen saw his shirt and ran into my daughter's room and closed the door behind it. I don't know if I'll ever see that green screen
Probably
again.
not.
All right, so we're here in Lafayette, Louisiana. We drove to Houston, Texas yesterday to see DragonForce at Warehouse Live.
That was
amazing. Let me just say, DragonForce and friends.
And friends.
And this video is to talk to you about the day, the event, the happenings, the highs, the lows, the scary parts, the really scary parts.
The very scary, surprising parts.
Yeah, and if you're looking for a music video, we have those coming.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we have a lot of those, including those of you who know Chelsea, maybe my girlfriend. There was a certain performance of a song that when they started it, her eyes got this big. Then she rolled them and then had this oh my God smile the whole time, but she loved every second of it. Thank you, Firewind, for that. But we'll have a reaction. We'll have a reaction on that later. Let's get into it because we have a lot to talk about, including how I literally got the one person's name wrong.
Well, yeah. Okay, so let's start with are we starting right when we got there?
Yeah, let's start with when we got there. Okay. First, the venue is in it's really close to Minute Maid Park, so it's downtown, just to the east of Minute Maid Park, right next to the soccer stadium.
Yep.
And Warehouse Live, beautiful venue. Oh. Outside looks like a classic 30s, 40s, 50s theater, but when you walk inside, it looks like a warehouse with beautiful wood banded,
wood arched ceiling.
Yeah, with rafters. It had a really good feel to it. Nice dark motif. Staff was amazing.
Wonderful people.
All the way from the security guy from Eunice. You know who I'm talking about, my brother?
They literally high-fived one another, and Chelsea was like, look, you don't get it. The only people that do that are the people where Richard's from and where this guy's from.
Yeah, like nobody else loves us, so we have to take care of each other. So we got in line.
Yes.
And there was a wonderful couple that recognized me. And the guy was coming to see DragonForce VIP with us. And his girlfriend was going to see Firewind.
Yes.
And you guys know that I have these license plates that we put on the wall. And I had one for everyone. Well, if Firewind was having a VIP at the same time the DragonForce was having their VIP, I was like, how am I going to get that Firewind one signed? And she's like, I'll do it for you. So Christina, thank you so much. Now,
as we are standing in this line, it doesn't take much for you guys to know that our buddy Old School here is not great with names.
That's not true. I am awesome with names. I'm just bad at remembering them and then repeating them later. Like, you could literally tell me someone's name and I'm like, got it. And I will destroy that. But in my defense, let's also remember.
A lot of those names are foreign that you're trying to remember?
No. I think she's from the. I think she's like.
No. I'm saying in general when people are like, "Oh, he's bad at remembering names."
Oh no!
You're trying to go. Well, yeah, Joaquin is a little difficult.
No. I'll screw up Chris.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll screw up Richard, and I was born with it. Okay? No. So for those who don't know, we saw Metal Lords, right? Metal Lords?
Yes.
On Netflix. And on Metal Lords, one of the ongoing themes is that one of the guys on the show, please see it on Netflix.
It's an amazing.
Doesn't
funny.
believe that women should be in metal. He's literally living in the misogynistic 80s.
Well, let's also point out that he is a teenage boy. It's not like
he's so immersed in that old metal culture that he's like, what, Lita Ford and that's it? You know, he literally makes that joke. Here's the thing. It's very easy for me to be excited to meet 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 amazing female musician vocalists in this lineup. Mm-hmm. They're all beautiful. Mm-hmm. They all have black hair. They are all right.
Yes,
I'm gonna mess up names. I'm gonna do it, especially when 2 of them, who I've never met before, both names start with
A. So we're standing there, and first we're going through. He wants to go through 7 Spires. He's like, "You brought 7 Spires to my attention. Let's hit those names." And I'm going through them. We got Jack. We got Chris.
Chris is the drummer.
He is the drummer.
Ah, I remember.
And we did learn something. We'll get to that in a second. But then Peter, who you love, the bassist.
Peter's the shit. Peter's hair is my spirit animal. I actually count. The dude has the perfect hair. I said, dude, your hair is perfect. He's like, well, what I do is I wash it every 3 days. I'm giving him a really bad Transylvania accent, like he's a member of the Liliac band, but he doesn't. He's from like Boston. He should talk like a Wahlberg, but he doesn't. Okay, go ahead.
But yeah. So then we get to the lead singer, and he's like, "That's the one I can't remember." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's Adrian. Just think Rocky."
Adrian." I was like, "Yeah, Adrian, Rocky." Here's the problem. When he's telling me the names of the band of the members of 7 Spire, we're in the line to meet DragonForce.
But don't worry, I go out.
Shh. My video, my channel. Right. Okay, I can admit that I'm wrong. I don't need your help, you're going to do it anyway. No,
that's what I do.
So I'm asking for the names of the members of 7 Spire, and he's giving them to me. But we are literally 10 people away from meeting the members of DragonForce. And I know Sam. I know Herman. Yes. I know G. Yes. I know Mark. What's the name of the new bass player? And he just throws her name.
Exactly. Her name is Alicia. I said, this woman, she's now the permanent bassist.
I was so excited. I was like, that's awesome.
It's amazing.
Here's the problem. I had already committed Adrian to memory.
Now, this is the thing. We're going through the line first. It's autographs first. That's the easy part because you're just talking. And G went nuts with you.
Yeah, G knew who I was because I've watched G's Twitch streams.
Yes,
because I love watching his Twitch streams because he's a drummer. I'm a drummer. No. I'm a semi-amateur trying percussionist. He's a drumming professional. By the way, let's not talk about his multi-million-dollar drum set on this tour. That's an exaggeration, but I don't know by how much. So G knew who I was. He knew that I had done the Una drum cover playthrough that I loved. I thought it was amazing. He remembered me on that.
Yeah.
Mark was excited to meet me so much. So he's like, "Are you going to do a reaction when my new album comes out?" I'm like,
he was throwing his business card.
He's like throwing my business card. I'm like, "I'll do it. It's okay." He's like, "Call me. We'll do lunch." We're not.
He had the back end. I had the front end because Sam, Alicia, and Herman were all excited. I had these LED glasses.
Yeah, he did.
Up,
okay.
And they were like, "What is the brand of this? Where do we find it?" Like, I want these.
Brock, okay. If you're a DragonForce fan and you're a child, please get your parents' permission for the rest of this video because Brock fucked up the VIP meet and greet line because he wore these LED glasses that would literally scroll with font DragonForce across his eyes. Now, if you're a band and your entire motif is to do an 80s power metal themed tour with video games and
neon everywhere.
And he already knew that they come out with 80s line neon glasses. So the second that Herman sees DragonForce scrolling in LEDs across his giant glasses, Herman's eyes get this big, and he immediately, in his eyes, you could see upgrade for Tor, upgrade. He's looking at him like, dude, I want to see.
Yeah, they want to take
he
it off.
He wants to know if he wears them, can he climb up the arcade box? Can he see through them enough to play? He's like, I'd have to modify them because you really can't see through them because I want to be able to play. Like, this guy is already, he goes, where'd you get them? Brock tells him the name of the vendor. Herman, in the middle of a meet and greet signing with a line of people lined up, he's like literally looking up the company.
He's going, how do you spell it? Like, is this it? Is this it?
I need to get these drop shipped because we got to get this shit. Like, he's already going to the next idea. Fine, whatever. Herman's always on the next thing.
Oh my God.
Sam was like talking about just like, okay, we're all at a meet and greet and we're talking about G's Twitch streams and him recognizing me. We're talking about Mark's new album. We're excited that Alicia's joined the band. Fuck! Got it right!
You did!
Without being prompt. Okay, and then Herman is researching the next upgrade for the tour. Sam is on the end doing like, fuck, mate. I was just, I woke up and it's been great. And,
I mean, to be fair, he did chug a beer on stage in Milwaukee, so that man has got my heart.
He chugged 4 in Houston.
He did. He was just going nuts.
He went. Okay, we'll get to that later. Okay,
all right. So yeah, we make our way through the autographs. Now we're coming back for the photo. And Richard, you've had a great idea for this photo.
And they signed. Now, here's the thing. I'm not going to tell everyone my idea for the photo.
Oh, you want it?
It's going to be a surprise.
Wait for this. It'll be amazing.
I had this idea because when you're sitting with DragonForce and you're looking at their merch table, because you pass by it twice when you go take pictures.
Yeah, because they're not opening merch until after you've had things signed and autographed. And so, it's like, well, maybe I wanted that done first.
So everyone's best thing. Okay, so their handler comes out. Sweet young lady. She comes out and she's like, okay, guys, so happy to see you here. They're excited to meet you. We're excited for you to meet them. Okay, we're going to go through. You're going to get all your merch signed, meet and greet, chat them up, whatever you want to do. It's going to be great, really relaxed. It's going to be a wonderful time. And they really are relaxed and wonderful people. On the second round, you guys are going to get to take pictures. You're going to have them get up from behind the table, in front of this amazing DragonForce, this banner, this logo, and whatever pose you need them to do, they're going to do it for you. And we're going to take a picture with our camera, and then we're going to send it to you. I don't have that picture yet, but when I do, holy crap.
It's going to be the best thing ever.
We have a theme. We have an idea.
But because of this, what he's done is he said to Alicia, like, he wanted her singled out in this sort of thing.
Yeah, she was going to be the new girl.
The new girl, right.
The effing new guy. FNG. She's the effing new guy. And I literally told her, I said, look, you just stand here and literally make the expression, what did I get myself into?
Like, I'm confused as fuck.
Yeah, because she's the new member of these bunch of crazy people. So the picture gets taken. Everyone says thank you. And I literally look at her dead in the face and go, thank you so much, Adrian. And the look that she gave me was...
It was horrified, like what?
What? My name is not... This? I just posed I
just looked at you and went, it's fucking Alicia, dude!
And the thing about it is that Chelsea's laughing her ass off.
She was.
You're laughing your ass off. And everyone that knows me and knows my channel knows that when I get excited, I will swap names.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't help that Adrian and Alicia both have dark hair. They're both very young. They're both in the fucking same room, and I both learned their names 10 minutes ago in the same line. Horrified look on her face. But like a professional, she still smiled, and we walked away.
Mm-hmm.
I made the point to get back in line behind the last person while you guys were doing merch looks.
Yep.
Got back in line behind the last person to take pictures, walked up to them, and I literally said, Alicia, I am so sorry. I just learned all the amazing people's names here tonight, and you're brand new, and it came out wrong. And she goes, it is totally fine. And Mark's like, So you're gonna check out my new album, right? Okay, Mark, I'm gonna look at the new. He is so excited about his new album. In fact, Mark is so excited about his new solo album. He actually had Herman cut a promo for him about it in the middle of their set, which is great. And it was pretty funny. Cool.
I will say, I was super excited when he said, "I love a song, Edge of the World," where Mark does some low stuff on it. Normally he's real high, and he goes, "Oh yeah, solo album. There's going to be a lot more of that
concept. He's going to do a lot of dynamic. He wants to do a bunch of different things. That comes out towards the end of the year. We're super excited for that. Okay, now
excited.
That was the VIP meet and greet.
Yeah.
Okay, so afterwards, because I knew there was 4 bands, and because I knew how long this show was going to be, it is a long show, okay?
About 4.5 hours?
We got out of there at
12:30,
and it started at 8.
Now, with everything,
yeah, there was a little
long,
there was about a 40-minute delay during the show. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yep.
But so we had gotten a VIP table, and Warehouse Live has these little sections where there's tables. And everyone gets a little wristband that looks like this. I left mine on just so I could show what it looked like.
That was the first thing I ripped off.
We find our table. It's got my name on it. I take my name down because it's my actual birth name. And Chelsea puts it in the swag bag. And we had an amazing staff. And it was
Paul,
Brianna,
Mike.
Now, Paul was the guy that watched the VIP section. Sweet guy. We talked to him for a while. He's like, my job is to watch the rope. I'm like, dude, you watch the shit out of that rope.
He endeared himself to Chelsea when she was like, I gotta go use the restroom, and said, Your Highness.
Your Highness. She kind of ate that up a little too much. Okay, Brianna was our first staff member to help with the service.
Yep.
She
if
came
you
up.
needed drinks, water, anything, she's checking in on you.
She's checking in on everyone. Yep. Super awesome. Now, halfway through the show, she comes up to us and goes, hey, I gotta go, but Mike is coming. And she was like we were gonna be mad that she was leaving. And I was like, hold on. Where are you going? She said, well, I'm going to meet my family. They're in Galveston this weekend. And I'm like, bye, knuckle bumps. She's like, can I go to Galveston? So she left, and then Mike took care of us for the rest of the night. Super sweet people, great staff. Okay. First up. Let's talk about the first act. First group.
Do you mean the act that I was the most excited for you
to
see?
Yeah. I know. Okay. All right. We're not ranking anybody, okay?
All right. That's true.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
Okay. It's really hard to say, oh, well, this was the band of the night or this was the band. Because literally,
they all brought something different.
All 4 of these groups are uniquely different. Yes. And they come from a different style. Mm-hmm. A different theming and a different factor, but the intermix really well. First one, 7 Spires. Okay. Adrian, Chris, Jack, and Peter. Okay. I did a reaction to them. I did a reaction to Gods of Debauchery.
Right. The title song from their latest album.
Yeah. And I was happy with the reaction. I really was. In that it was dark, it was heavy, it was fast. But there was something in that reaction that said, I want to see more of this band because I think there's a lot more there. And you warned me, Gods of Debauchery is their heavy, dark song on the album. And there's a lot more dynamic freedom and experimentation and dynamic.
And blending of those styles too.
But in Gods of Debauchery, there was a little section where I said, Peter as a bass player, there's a lot more going on here. And
I kept warning you. I said he's an artist on that.
And then Adrian had that one section in Gods of Debauchery where she does a melodic tone. And I was like, whoa, and you're like, there's much more to that. I didn't realize how much more. Number one, met Peter before their set, like literally 15 minutes before they were going to go on stage. This dude's still helping set up merch table. Complimented him on his hair. He's still wearing a t-shirt, pants. He literally disappears backstage, comes out like this metal god. Hilarious. Flips a switch, and he's a different person completely. Adrian came out with these dark pants, boots, what appeared to be it's not solid gold because it would be too heavy for anyone to walk around, but a gold-plated
like bustier
little
corset
bodice thing.
And mainly like it let down.
It had these armored hips on the hip guards, and when she would stand up there, she'd pose with that. The crowd, you could tell that half the crowd had no idea who they were when they walked out, but half the crowd knew exactly who they were, because just like in the video God's Debauchery, they mount the stage individually. So as each one would come out, everyone would get more and more excited.
Yes.
Chris comes out, gets behind the drums, and of course Jack comes out. He plays that low riff. Now Jack is like Tommy from Sabaton. That dude looks like he is 18 years old.
He does.
That dude looks super young. And on the Gods of Debauchery video, he's sporting a beard in that one, right? Or
no, he's clean. He's clean, I thought. Maybe it's a little like unshaven, but it's something there.
But when he came out on stage, I'm like, who's this kid? And he just starts layering it in, and I'm like, all right, awesome. Peter comes out with that six string, and when he pulled the first note, I went, this is going to be heavy and hard.
Because that six string, it's not like a normal bass. It's not sitting there in the background.
No. And the way he plays it is something unique. Okay.
Oh, man.
Then Adrienne comes out.
Yes, she does.
And everyone's like, okay, who's this woman? Oh, shit!
She's going to scare the crap out of you.
Well, no. And so the first song was God's Debauchery.
Yeah.
So if you're listening to God's Debauchery, I can tell you right now, the death metal crowd and the dark metal crowd and the thrash metal crowd is like, all right, this is pretty good. Like they're all doing this, right? And the Seven Spires fans that already knew, they had their hands up. By the time the second song was over, which was Oceans of Time, everybody in that fucking room had their hands in the air, and everybody in that room knew exactly who Seven Spires was.
Hell yeah, they did.
The first song, when they're doing Ashes to Ashes, Dust to Dust, and they're all doing that, the chant and everything, it's very dark. Not one-dimensional, but it's very deliberately, we're pushing through this shit. We're going to punch you in the face with this first song. But the second song, they were able to show so much vocal diversity, dynamic, and range, because she did growling harsh, and all of a sudden she starts in Oceans of Time to be able to do this melodic tone that I did not expect at all. And because I only did God's Debauchery as a reaction so far, I wasn't ready for her level of range and dynamic. Mm-hmm. She is amazing. Then Peter decides to channel his inner Eugene from Ginger, who I told him before the show, I was like, you kind of, on stage, in your video, the way you play, you kind of remind me of Eugene from Ginger. And he's like, oh my God, dude, he's like my hero.
How do you get a better compliment?
Yeah, Eugene is my hero too. But his fret work, slide work in the bass neck
he's running his hands up just on the frets only.
It is outstanding. Chris is a machine, and I don't want to spend all day talking about Silver Spire because we have 3 more bands to talk about, and a lot happened.
True.
But say one more thing about Silver Spires and we'll wrap up.
I was going to throw in the comment that came in after the fact, and on Chris, we learned about the coattails.
Yes. Yeah, okay. So one of the jokes that I made during the reaction to God's Debauchery is that when Chris walks up to the set, it looks as though he is mimicking or doing a little flip out to that he's wearing tails and flipping back a pair of coattails to sit down at a piano bench to play a classical piano. Which in the motif of God's Debauchery, because it was all cathedral, Gothic, and everything else.
Made total sense.
I thought it was just part of the motif. Come to find out, he wears in-ears like I do. Okay? He wears a very similar set of in-ears to this. Now, these in-ears will go, of course, they wrap around. Then there's a cord that braids out and anchors to the back of your neck. Then it tears down to the adapter, and then the cabling goes behind in the back of your shirt. In the video, because he literally sits down with in-ears in his ears, he's making sure that the in-ear cord is not under his butt when he sits. And I forgot that he's not the only drummer that does that.
Mm-hmm.
Because when he said it, I went, oh God, he's right. If you sit in a drum chair or in any chair and you have your in-ears in and you don't clear your butt and you sit on that cord, it will literally yank your head back and pull them out of your ears in a very painful way. So he's like, I caught so much shit about that. Everyone was like, what the fuck are you doing your little coat there? Like, dude, that's not what I was doing. And I was like, dude, you know what? After watching the video, because it was all gothic and it looked like a cathedral, you should just own it. Just say, yeah, it's exactly. I was.
We thought it was cool as shit.
We thought it was awesome, but anyway, no. So we met all of them afterwards. Peter will talk you up for a while. Great guy. Hoping to connect with him more. Adrian, very soft spoken, very sweet, very gracious, and thankful that you talk to her and everything else. But she's probably not going to talk you up about your dog back home and your mom and everything else. It's just
she's got that really cool, like she's not aloof of the conversation. She's paying attention.
No, she's just
like, yeah, all right.
She's not me. Like, I will literally just never shut the fuck up. She's like, that is awesome. Thank you so much. Smile.
So sincere.
And, and not only that, but I've already told, and I'm going to say this one time so I don't have to say it ever again. I said this to 3 people last night. Any band that has to follow Seven Spires from now on, if you're the band that follows Seven Spires in any lineup, bring your shit. Because they set the bar very, very high for an opening act.
A-game material, no B-sides.
Yeah, there are no B-sides on their stuff. So it's like, so when she steps off the stage and they go to their merch table, there's a lot of people, both women and men, and just every gender you can imagine, every age, running up to her and going, who the fuck are you? Oh my God. Because she has an amazing stage presence.
Very good.
Also, going back to Houston was her hometown show. She's born in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
She got to hang out with family and friends and sleep in her own bed for once. And she was pretty excited about that. So that was Seven Spires, outstanding band. And I asked Peter if they were ever going to do a video to Oceans of Time. And he's like, we're thinking about it. And I said, you got to do it. And even if you do it, I told him Peter needs to do a video of a bass playthrough for either Oceans of Time or the one after that one to really, I want everyone to see the level of musicianship, because he's really doing a lot of the things like a Ginger does, where Eugene from Ginger and both him are adding the bass, not just to the rhythm section and the bass line, but they're literally adding a lot of the melodic dynamic in with Jack on the guitar. So it's outstanding stuff. All right, we have the next band, Visions of Atlantis, but before we do that, I have a video to play for you guys.
Oh, absolutely.
Those of you who know Brock also know Chelsea, but you also know Michael Alvarado. He's the guy with the other beard, the other dad that sits
a funny dude
that sits next to me on videos. Well, he lives in Houston, and I invited him out last night, but because it was his daughter's birthday weekend, he could not make it. So I had one of these. I had an extra one. And I had told them already, I was like, listen, the first person that walks up to us to say, hi, you're Old School Nerd, it's awesome to meet you, just introduces himself to me.
Like a conversation.
Yeah.
Dude, what up?
Yeah, they just walk up and say hi, and they recognize me. If they want to, we'll let them come sit with us in the VIP with the drink service and everything. And it just so happened it could not have worked out any better.
Yes.
Seven Spires left the stage, and this guy walks up, and he's like, hey, Old School Nerd. I'm like, hey. and his name is Brandon. And I'm going to play this video for you. Brandon didn't expect this, but we all knew, we hoped we were ever going to be able to do this for somebody. And when he told me who he was, where he was from, who he came to the show with, and it worked out perfectly. I'm going to go ahead and play that video. Let me bring that up because I'm not ready for shit. You guys know how I am.
It's not like you do this, all the time.
Right? Yeah, because I don't do anything. Okay. There he is. There's Brandon. All right. Let's go ahead and play this video. You guys listen in with us right here. Hopefully you guys can hear it.
Hey everybody, it's Old School Nerd. 7 Spires just got off the stage. My mind is blown. Now, what is your name? Brandon. This is Brandon. Brandon, where are you from? I'm from Houston. You're from Houston. And you came to the DragonForce Show alone. Yeah. And you didn't get to go to the VIP. And you're down there in the GA crowd. Yep. Okay. Did you like 7 Spires?
Oh, absolutely.
Are you interested in Visions of Atlanta?
I'm interested in everybody.
Do you want to see DragonForce?
Yes.
Are you a tall person?
Not at all.
So you're not going to see them very good?
No, there's a lot of tall people up
You
there.
will now. Put the wristband on. And come sit right at that chair. With me. You're going to sit with me. Because you recognize me first at the show.
No one's recognized you? Yeah.
Yeah, but you're the first one to show. Put the band on and go have a seat. You're going to sit with me.
All right. So
He was so happy.
that dude was so pumped up.
And also, mad props for the fact he's got a Seven Kingdom shirt on.
Yeah,
great band taste.
He's got a Seven Kingdom shirt on. He's holding a Visions of Atlantis album in his hands. He actually bought a Visions of Atlantis drumhead signed.
Yep.
This guy showed up to the show solo.
Mm-hmm.
He's all of 5'8", 5'9", so he's around our height. There's a lot of tall Texas guys in the crowd, and he was excited. And I just said, "Dude, just come sit with us." That dude had literally the best seat in the house. Not only did he have the best seat in the house, but the entire table next to us was empty. So once we set him in his spot, he had a direct line from the riser to see the entire show. And he could come and go, so he could go get stuff signed and come back and not have to worry about the fact that someone took his spot. Brandon was super excited. Here's the best part. I asked Brandon before we started the video how long he had been watching my channel. I'm thinking he's going to go, "Oh yeah, I checked out your..." I thought he was going to say, "Your 7 Spire video from last week." Or, "I saw your Firewind video from last week." No. "Oh yeah, I watched you when you did Ginger Pisces." Dude, that's the first fucking video. He's like, "Yeah, I've been watching you for a year and a half." I'm like, "Man, get your ass over here." I think you've been in the community long enough. So
Exactly.
Super sweet guy, super humble, great guy to talk to. Kind of brought him in, and we were all like plotting and talking about bands between stuff.
Well, it's so funny too because he's in there, and now he's like, "Oh, I have to interact," but he kind of set himself off to the side. So after the vision set, which we're going to talk about, we would all come together and talk about it and be like, "What was it like?"
And he's
just
looking
goes,
at us I'm like, "Dude, get your ass over here.
Sit here. If you're going to be part of the chaos,
He's
be a
like
part
3
of
feet
it.
away, and he's watching us talk like we're friends. Like, I'm not part of the group. I'm like, "Dude,
You're part of this."
So we're all talking about everything, and he's just like, "This is the inner working of this idiot's mind." So, Brandon, thank you so much for coming out to the show.
So
Thanks for walking
glad
up.
to meet you, man.
I keep trying to tell everybody, if you see me at a show, and as long as it's not Disney on Ice with my kids, and it won't be, walk up, say hi. You're not gonna offend me. You never will.
I don't know if you know this. He likes to talk. He'll gladly say hi.
I'm very shy.
Very shy.
Humble as shit, too. All right, here we go.
Yes.
Next up,
Band 2.
Visions of Atlantis from Italy, France, and Austria.
Yes.
I can get that shit right, but I can't get Alicia. That's awesome. All right, so talking about that bit, well, you know what? I need to. You know what I forgot to do?
Oh, no.
I forgot to change the logo, so we're just gonna leave the logo as DragonForce.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the DragonForce show, but
Yeah.
we're good. We're good.
Okay. So Visions of Atlantis, great band. They're a Napalm Records artist.
Mm-hmm.
So I put them on Napalm Records. They're one of the pirate flotilla of Napalm. Okay, with Ailstorm and Feuersfonts and a few other bands. If you're into pirates or into symphonic metal,
Yes.
this is your band. Now, here's the weird part. They were the least power, loud metal band of the lineup. But as far as storytelling and theming, I mean, come on.
It was like watching a theater performance on
It
stage.
really was. It's my first time seeing symphonic metal that is not just themed, like, hey, we're going to come out here dressed up as this. No, we're going to come out here and we're going to roll this thing as pirates the whole time.
They were so, I mean, they are 100% committed to the look, to the feel, like that is them.
And they are looking for people to join their pirate crew because they're sailing the seven seas and yo ho ho and holy shit and a bottle of whoa. Musically, they are that European symphonic metal.
Yes.
Okay. They do have the beautiful backing tracks, and they did have one little blooper, which was hilarious.
They go to, because you can't always, you can't get all that stuff on stage with you. You don't have every instrument. You don't have all the tracks.
They didn't bring an orchestra from Europe with them.
Exactly. So you got the drummer queuing it up.
Drummer's queuing up the next song so he can get his click track ready so he can count in and da-da-da.
And they're hyping the crowd. They're like, you're going to do this. And she's got her hand up in the air.
Yeah, okay. So when we say do this, you're going to do this. Look, they had the crowd. Look, there were two things you will never forget about Visions of Atlantis. Number one, that fucking hat. Oh my God. I have a pirate hat, okay? And I meant to bring it, and I didn't, okay? And I have a pirate hat, okay?
That's not even close.
No. This pirate hat is to that tiki mask what a regular pirate hat was to the one he had on his head. That thing was huge, and it was legit leather, and he's whipping this thing around, and they're using it, and they're just... But... even though, like, when you go to a DragonForce show, DragonForce is going to metal melt guitar your face with speed and antics over the top. Yet, Visions of Atlantis had that entire floor crewed up. Like, they were all on the boat.
The hands were in the air. We're ready to go.
We're up. We're clapping. We're all jumping. We're waving. I mean, they had this crowd.
There's a song that I think they were petitioning. We should just change to the jump song.
Yeah,
because they were just going.
They should just call it Jumps Ahoy. I don't know. But like, her voice is beautiful. It is ethereal. It's harmonizing. It is very symphonic, operatic style. She's very tall.
Yes.
Very graceful. And then you've got this saucy, eye-lined, scraggly, nerve-hurting...
He's Jack Sparrow, but he's a cooler, takes himself more seriously.
Don't say cooler than Jack Sparrow. That's hard to do.
All right.
He's Jack Sparrow, but if a cop sees him, he's not going to immediately go, "You're drunk."
Oh, yeah.
Right? He's got his facilities. Like, he can talk to you, and it's like, no, he's not that.
No.
But he's got the swagger. He's got the rough look about him. He looks like they dunked him in a bucket of water for a few days, rolled him in the dirt, and he's out there. Drummer. The drummer. My favorite part of the drummer was, I was like, dude, that's not your drum set. Take it easy. He was hitting. Now, Seven Spires, Visions of Atlantis, and Firewind, to save time between bands, all three bands utilize the same kit, which is smart.
So smart.
Because like you could literally go between band to band to band and not have to because
if anything, they were just moving a few symbols off or moving on one extra town.
That drum tech worked his ass off.
Oh, yeah.
Because he went up there, moved everything around for that drummer, spaced it out, tap, 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 gone. And they were ready to go. They just walked out with their fresh guitars. Smart idea. And I think that's what made it to where they could do 4 bands in one night. Otherwise, we would have been there for 6 hours trying to get between bands. Okay. So Visions of Atlantis get out there. Short of making audience members walk a fucking plank, they had the whole crowd ready to literally go down to Galveston, jump on a boat, and roll out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Great people, too. After the show, went to go meet them. Walked up, and the lead vocalist, the dirty pirate, not dirty. I think he bathed. He's like, I've been waiting to talk to you. And I'm like, who? He goes, I've been waiting for the plate. He knew I was bringing a plate. He had watched the reaction. He was excited. He thought my reaction was great.
When you said to the woman about being a symphonic and storytelling, she was like, thank you.
Yeah. Like, you guys have seen me do the reactions with Frozen Crown, where when I talk and I'm talking to them, and when I tell the lead singer, like, you have such a power, and the only drawback I see about you is that you go power all the way through, and it's so epic, da 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 da, and she's just like wiping her eyes because I'm touching her heart. When I said you guys really take the storytelling, like, her eyes got big and she's like, yes, you get it. Yes. I was like, yeah, I do. So Visions of Atlantis, it was an experience.
It was.
Now, it was not musically. If you were a DragonForce fan, expecting every band to go up there
and sound like DragonForce
and do speed as literally how fast can you push the fucking A and B buttons to make you run in metal song music, they are a different genre. It's a different feel, different look. But because everyone in that building was a fucking nerd.
What we do.
Video games and pirates, man. It doesn't get any better than that. So it works. Okay, now, before we get into the next band, I want to talk about an incident that occurred last night.
Yes.
We don't know the details of what happened or if the gentleman, what his current status and condition is. We're hoping he's on the road to recovery.
Yes.
Somewhere during the switch out from Visions of Atlantis to Firewind,
it seemed pretty close to like right as it ended, but yeah.
We're facing the stage. We're to the left side of the building.
Stage left.
Yeah. Oh, well, actually, stage right, audience left. We're looking at that. We're a little bit back. But in our line sight, directly from us to the stage, in that line, a hole appeared in the crowd. And when I tell you everyone in that crowd stepped 3 feet back and was like, oh my God, they were screaming. And the stage tech was setting up a mic. From the stage to the event was maybe 15 feet, and he could see directly to the floor. He grabbed that mic and said, he was screaming, EMT, get here now.
EMT to the front.
Yeah, like fast. 2 tech guys came out of nowhere. One jumped from the stage, one came from the side door. And within 15, 20 seconds of them reaching him, they had started compression. And if you've ever seen anyone have CPR administered to them, not like on TV, not like in a movie set, it is a very physical experience, because to compress the heart to save someone's life, you literally have to compress the entire chest to the point where ribs break. This guy was not very big, so when they were doing it on that concrete floor, it just looked like they were smushing him, like they were literally smushing him. But that's what you got to do to save the guy's life. What was really weird was the crowd opened up to give them room, which props to the crowd. Metal heads are a little different than a lot of other crowds. I don't go to country concerts. I've never been to a rap show. I'm just telling you.
I think it's a difference of stigma. People think metalheads are going to be really like...
Yeah, everyone's all, fuck that dude. Just step over him. It's the Who concert, Cleveland, 1967. No. It was literally like everyone backed up. And the staff at that location...
Every one of them.
Had a plan. They were coordinated. They had literally 3 lanes opened up.
Because no
matter which way they had to go, they were ready to go. And the crowd was quiet. Nobody was yelling. Nobody was complaining. Everyone was dead quiet.
Highly respectful of the situation, making sure this dude is getting all the help he needs.
Gus came out because they were about to go on stage. Gus G.
Well, even Herman, he jumped down and he was standing right there.
Herman came out from the back wearing a hoodie, and I recognized him by his face. And the look on Herman's face was complete terror. Like he was like, "Oh my God, I don't want one of my fans to die at one of my shows." Mm-hmm. Like he was like, I think if Herman literally had the superpowers that he has in DragonForce, he would have grabbed that dude in a cape and flew him to the hospital. Like Herman's eyes were like, please, like he was worried. And that was touching to see. It was a long time for the ambulance to get there. I mean, we were like, but every second seems like it's a minute when that happens. Mm-hmm. They started and stopped compressions 3 different times because they got him back. You could see his chest rising and falling, and he'd move his feet, and all of a sudden he'd stop again, and they were like back to CPR. Like they kept getting him back, and they would lose him again, like 3 different times. At that point, the EMTs arrive. They've got a gurney. They get him in there. They put him on the gurney, and they take him out the side door. And when they take him out the side door, of course, it's the obligatory crowd cheers for that guy and the staff. I cannot say enough about how even as they're getting swaths of the crowd to open up about 6 feet to make sure that there's plenty of room to get EMT and fire in and out wherever they needed to do, they were super respectful. They were nice to the patrons. They didn't have to deal with anybody being an asshole. Nobody. And it was so fast. I think that, and I'm hoping that he's going to be fine and that he's recovering. But I think the quick response and the respect the crowd gave to the staff to do what they need to do probably saved that guy's life. Afterwards, Gus G comes on the stage. He's not even dressed to be Metal Star. He's in jeans, t-shirt, tore lanyards around his neck. He gets up on stage.
Because it's a mood right now. You got to remember, everyone is just dead quiet. They're all just trying to like...
Did that just happen?
Yeah, exactly.
Did that just happen? Right? And he came out... Now, at that point, I was towards the back. Because
we had gone over. We were trying to, just see the situation, space, get some air.
And he came out on stage and he was like, we don't know his current situation, but we do know that he was breathing and they got him in the
ambulance.
When he's on the way to the hospital, but once they got him in the ambulance, we know for sure he was breathing once they got him in the ambulance. That was the last we heard for the entire night as far as the guy's condition. So what he is now, we don't know. I don't know. I'm hoping he's okay. At that point, I immediately posted online, there's an incident at the show. We don't know the situation, but please send good energies to the DragonForce Show. One of the audience members is in severe medical distress. CPR is being administered. And everybody on the internet just like praying, energies, love sent, da-da-da-da-da.
And you gotta remember, when a situation like that happens, bands have basically like 1 or 2 options.
We talked about it. We're like, okay, there's only 1 or 2 things that's going to happen. You're
either a professional and you like open up to the crowd and explain, we can go on and we can do this for you.
You leave it up to the crowd. Or you can, and there's nothing wrong with saying, look, this happened, show's over. Like, we don't even know. And then the third option, which you never want to see, is the band just going, fuck that guy, let's go.
Yeah, no.
And you at a DragonForce show, that's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen.
So,
that just wasn't.
Exactly what you would expect. Gus G comes out because Firewind's next. and he's like, you can hear it in his voice. He's like, that was some stuff, and
I know everyone's really
it's down right
heavy.
now.
It's hard on everyone.
Hard, and we hope he's okay. I mean, he was breathing when he left, and our hearts are thinking about him. And if we hear anything, we'll let you guys know. Do you think it would be okay if we came out and played you guys some songs?
And he was like, we will do it for you guys if you want.
If you want. He really left it up to the crowd. And the thing about it wasn't, he was being so respectful to both the crowd, but also respectful to the fact that his bandmates have to come out and play. And DragonForce got to come out and pretend like, hey, we're DragonForce.
Exactly.
And that just happened. So he left it to the crowd, and the crowd had the opportunity of doing one of three things. They could have went, no, it's horrible, which probably won't happen. Or they could have went typical, angry, crazy, chaotic metal crowd, and you would expect them to go, fuck yeah, metal! Who? What? Who cares? And it was kind of in the middle.
It was
respectful. Like everybody, it wasn't like everyone would just instantly like, if he would have come out and go, you guys want to rock, and everyone just screams. No, it was like everyone was like a very positive applause, and then it built, and you hear a few people yelling like, let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. And it was the most respectful response from both the artist and the crowd after that incident. I was like, are we in Houston? No, I'm kidding. Houston's great. Houston's great people. Great audiences. Okay, so after that, they reset. It takes now this whole incident occurred over a 25-minute period. And then another 10 minutes after that for them to kind of get Firewind out there. Now, Firewind. I mean, what can you say about Firewind? Well, look, there's Christine right there. Christine got it signed for me. So I said, hey, if you get them to sign this, do me a favor. I need you to sign it too, because why not? She was my super secret agent to go get that done. So absolutely, I let her put her name on it. Okay, Firewind. How do we explain it?
A band led by, as you say, Vigo the Carpathian.
Yes. Okay, so the lead singer of Firewind, and this is not me being mean.
No, he's a wonderful dude. He came out and did a song with Seven Spires at the very beginning.
That's right. Because Seven Spires did Lightbringer.
Lightbringer, yeah.
But it's always better to do Lightbringer with a dual vocalist.
It's featured with another female vocalist on the album, so when live, they want to bring someone out, and he comes out.
Yeah, the lead singer of Firewind out of nowhere runs on stage, sings a song, da-da-da-da, see you guys, points to the crowd and walks off. Like,
yep.
Whoa, he was just here. And da-da-da. So Firewind comes out. The lead singer does look like Vigo the Carpathian from Ghostbusters 2. It's Vigo! And you're like the buzzing of flies to him. I just see him and I'm just like, but this dude has epic Ronnie James Dio chops. Vocally, he's the classic quintessential 80s power metal vocalist.
He's got the charisma on stage.
The charisma, the range, it's just okay. Gus G comes out and okay. I've seen some funny shit on a guitar solo or a guitar whatever, because these guys, they've been playing guitar, and Gus G can literally go out there, and if you let him,
which they sort of did
a couple times, he will go out there and he will literally Back to the Future, Michael J. Fox, Johnny B. Good the shit out of that guitar solo for 20 minutes.
He busted out freaking Pulp Fiction.
Just randomly. Yeah. But at one point where just on the body of the guitar, just in front of the pickups, there are vents. And in there, apparently he had a miniature smoke machine and red lights that flashed. So it looked like he was playing so fast that his guitar catches on fire.
And not only that, at the neck of the guitar, just above the frets, he had laser pointers going straight down so that as he would play, his fingers would interrupt it so you would see where his fingers were on the neck.
Yeah. Okay, it was way over the top. It was really
so over the top.
Okay, the other thing is, there are two things that every Firewind song has. Number one, fire. Every song
is fire.
Even the lead singer is like, okay, so this next song that we're going to sing is about fire.
It's real easy
because they're all fire. So that was funny. And but the other thing is, if you go to the merch table for Firewind, you can go and buy the latest cymbal that the drummer has broken.
I love this drummer so much. He is, I do not mean this as an insult at all. Please don't take it as such if you see this. You are like Donkey Kong with sticks banging on this set. Every hit is, you have a mission, sir, and it is to destroy that kit.
I could ask Tank the Tech who his sponsor for cymbals is, because Tank will know.
Oh, yeah.
But whoever you are, you're losing money.
So much.
You're losing a lot of money. That dude hit so damn hard. I went, oh, ow, ugh. There are cymbals for sale at the merch counter that have
huge
gashes, just chunks. There's probably a few people that have gotten shrapnel wounds. It is awesome.
I feel like he must have himself. Like, he just takes a chunk in the leg. He's like, get that out of there. Keep going.
Speaking of maniacs.
Oh, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, well, we're going to do a reaction video.
Yeah.
And that'll come out later. It'll probably come out tomorrow for Firewind. They go out, and this was a lot of... there was a few covers that got played last night. And if you're a Leo fan like me, or you're a fan of people that do covers and stuff, a good metal cover was great.
Yeah.
They did a great cover to the song Maniac, and Brock filmed it. We're going to do a reaction to it here in a little bit later. But the lead singer of Seven Spires, Adrian, comes out and does the duet with him for Maniac. And it was great. It was awesome. It was really, really, really good. So Firewind, props to you guys. Okay.
Now we come to the
holy
pinnacle.
Crap.
The pinnacle. Oh, by the way, at this point, I've turned around, and every time like you said, we gather together and say, how do we think these guys did? What do we like? I turned at this point to Paul. I go, Paul, what do you think of this? Because, you know, he's a security guy. He might not even be into this.
Paul's like, okay.
He's like, dude, this is amazing.
Yeah, like it's over because, and not only that, but what's funny is Firewind sings Maniac. Half the people in the crowd are under the age of 30. How do all those metalheads know the words?
They all were singing it.
Yeah, they all knew them. I'm like,
he's a maniac.
Yeah, oh yeah, they all knew it. It was great. Okay,
it's so good.
So after 3 bands, a medical emergency, and way too many surprises, we're all exhausted. It's
tiring.
It's 11 o'clock. I'm tired.
You're just thinking, how do you go from there?
Shit.
You dial it to 12.
You dial it to 12. Okay. If you've never seen DragonForce live, it should be a bucket list thing to do.
It is a bucket list.
Because
100%.
These guys have been doing it to this level 22, 23 years.
Started 98. So
25.
Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
25 years of that insane stuff. There's a giant dragon that talks.
Yes.
There is a $47 billion drum set on the stage. Yeah, it's exponentially getting more and more expensive.
That's a funny tie-in to the whole Metal Lords. When you see it, you'll get it.
Yeah, it's wow. So yeah. He probably has an 18-wheeler to haul his drum set around.
Must have. Jesus.
Yeah. So arcade games. Okay.
Big giant cabinet.
Yeah, giant arcade cabinets that have LED displays in them, and they literally play video games, like footage from video games through the entire. I'm like, I know that one, I know that one, I know that one, I know that.
Endeared me graciously by having a Galaga sticker on the side of one of them.
Yeah, true. Okay, so the band comes out. They play so many songs. It is breakneck speed. Herman and Sam to this day cannot stop fucking with each other on stage. They will attack each other's tuning knobs mid-guitar solo just to see if they can mess each other up. They're trying to kick each other over. Herman, if he wasn't a guitar player, he would be a soccer player because he knee bumps his guitar constantly, trying to, juggle with his knee and bounce his guitar. Alicia is just... Alicia...
Look, we talked about the fact that 98 is when they started. Alicia seems like she's been there since the beginning. She fits in so well with those guys.
Except I don't even think she was born.
No, I don't know if she was.
Okay, but here's the thing. You know what she's really good about? You know what she's really good at?
What's that?
Number one, she softens their childlike personas.
Yes.
Like, even though she's obviously the youngest person on stage, she's the most mature person on stage because Mark is literally trying to see if he can out Axl Rose with the CO2 cannons, and
he had a
crowd,
CO2 gun. He just put it into the crowd.
And this CO2 gun would shoot 20 feet into the crowd. CO2 cannons, purple and pink confetti guns. Just wait and look. If you were a band that was a gimmick, like, I don't know, Kiss, and you want to go out there and just do confetti, fire, pyro, makeup, da-da-da-da-da, because it's the show, that would be fine. These a-holes could literally go out there with nothing and you'd still have your face melted because musically, they're damn good. And Alicia works with it. 3 reasons for me. Number 1, she is poised all the time. As chaotic as Sam and Herman are on stage, back and forth, running around, she knows exactly where to be to not be in their way. She knows exactly when to get up on the drum riser. She knows exactly when it's hurt. She has everything down. She adds to the vocals.
She does.
She's a damn good vocalist.
Yes.
And she adds a dynamic with the female vocal.
I mean, there's a reason she's selling this. She's the lead singer in this.
Yeah, so she adds that, and she has an infectious smile.
Oh, yeah.
So when the jokes happen, you can see that it's actually something that makes her happy on stage, because she'll look at them and she'll be like, they're old enough to be my dads.
It's like looking over at your relatives or friends, like poking fun at each other, and you just give that smirk where you're like, those guys.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. Okay, and Mark is doing his best. Mark is an amazing vocalist. He's awesome. But Sam, damn it, Sam, they had tall light beers. Tall boys.
Yeah, they were drinking Millers.
Miller tall boy light cans in each mic stand. I think Sam hit them all.
I think Sam finished them all.
I think he finished them all.
Which, respect.
Yeah. So they played every song you can imagine. There were surprises. There were special guests. And my favorite part of the whole show, and I'm just going to say one word, and there are, how many shows are left? 4, 3, 5?
They've got 1 week left of touring.
1 week left of touring. And if you've missed them coming to your town, you missed it. And I'm super sorry, but you still have a chance to at least get an idea of what's going on. They stream every concert live on Twitch. So I literally picked up my phone. I was like, oh, there I am. I'm watching the show on Twitch, and I'm like, okay. So even if they're not coming to your town and there are no tickets, you still have a chance to see this amazing show. And I'm going to tell you what my favorite part of the show was with one word. Banjo. Banjo. That's all I'm going to say. Fucking banjo. It is probably the funniest gag, well-placed joke.
Right
properly,
in the middle.
I mean, yeah, but I'm not going to spoil it.
No, you can't.
You need to go. Is there a show tonight?
Yeah, I think they're playing in Austin.
Okay. Go on Twitch TV tonight. Log in. Herman Lee's Twitch channel. Okay? Watch the show. When you see the banjo and what the hell hee-haw that's... If they're playing in Austin tonight...
I think so.
And they bust this shit out.
Oh, well, what? The city famed for Keep It Weird Austin?
Yeah, true. Okay, true. Okay, so...
They're going to be like, this is normal.
So, that was our experience at the DragonForce Show. Afterwards, we left. We came back to Lafayette on our way. Chelsea wanted me to ask you. Okay. Whataburger or Buc-ee's?
100% Whataburger.
Okay. What happened in Buc-ee's?
I got lost slightly, a bit. It's a gigantic gas station, guys. Like probably 50. Yeah, well, all right. Look, there's not everyone watching is from Texas, sir.
But they should all know what Buc-ee's is.
No, they're only going to know if you tell them.
I know. I'm working on it. All right. My name is Old School Nerd. That's Brock. this was our experience at the DragonForce Show. We had an amazing time. If you guys have questions or comments, please leave them below. I know that this video was over an hour long.
What?
Yeah, we've been yammering for an hour.
You get two talkative people together. I guess that's what happens.
Okay, so the next time that you're like, God, you just kept talking.
It's my fault.
No. See how easy it is?
Easily. Love you guys.
See you guys later. Bye.